What's up, everybody? NTCertified here, and today is Tuesday, and I'm gonna bring you the next installment of my wrestling journey. Now, I'm gonna finish this up with this week and next week, so there's only two left, and this is one of those two. And I'm not gonna waste time, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. So where did we leave off last time? I think we left off with me turning heel and me kind of like losing my spot on the roster at EWA. Well, it wasn't long before I was completely gone. I went to work another show like 2 hours away, and they got mad at me and just took me off the show, so I ended up not going back at all. I got over it. But I kind of sat at home for about 6 months and didn't do anything. But eventually, Gilbert, if you remember Gilbert from the Attitude Era, you know, the ripoff of Goldberg, Dwayne Gill is his name. He's local, so he's from Maryland. And he opened a wrestling school about 10 minutes down the road from my house, which was like super convenient. And, you know, all of my friends that I had met at EWA and wound up leaving EWA went there. So I paid him like $5 a night to just come in and work around with everybody and train. And that's what I did. And he had like an awesome facility. Like he had crash pads, he had 2 rings, he always had like, you know, waters and stuff. Like at EWA we didn't have anything. Like you brought everything on your own. But life was good. Life was good, but inside of me, I guess I wasn't truly dedicated as I was, you know, in previous years. Like I wanted to come in and I wanted to hang out with my friends and I wanted to wrestle around, but I wasn't like super serious about it. But they had some amazing opportunities. That was when I first attended a Ring of Honor show, was actually when I helped Ring of Honor set up their ring and their entrance and stuff through Gilberg's and MCW. If you don't know what MCW is, that's Maryland Championship Wrestling, which is the only company in Maryland that matters then and the only company in Maryland that matters now. It's an amazing company. They do some great things. If you don't know MCW, check them out. I believe it's mcwwrestling.com. But anyway, they sent us to Ring of Honor, and we got to know those guys at Ring of Honor because we would do their shows whenever they came into Maryland. Since Sinclair Broadcasting Company is run out of Maryland, they did a lot of shows here. So I became friends with, you know, the guys that book the shows and the people who run tickets. Went to WrestleMania, I believe it was in Phoenix. Walked in without a ticket, you know, shook a couple hands, like got comp tickets. Like it was great. Like I don't know, I feel like I had connections, but I don't know if they even like knew my name, but they knew my face, so it felt good. Like being around like all of the wrestlers that you see on TV, you know, talking to them, watching them, seeing what they do, you know, Shelton Benjamins and Jim Cornettes, just people like that, just seeing them and how they put together their shows and how they interact with one another was really cool. Because at that point, I hadn't been around a lot of people that were names, like Adam Cole's, like hanging around, like watching him interact and seeing him come from EWA shows. Now he's like one of the top guys in Ring of Honor. Like amazing, like just a really, really cool feeling. But you know, good things don't always last, and Gilbert had to shut down the school. So once again, you know, I was sitting at home, actually linked up with one of my friends that started at EWA and wound up going to MCW and getting on shows. And he's like, drive up to Allentown with me. We went up to WXWC4, which is Samu's promotion. Samu being part of the Samoan family, the Samoan dynasty. You know, Samu, Rikishi, they were the head shrinkers back in the day, but he had a promotion up in Allentown, and I would just go in with Mustafa. His gimmick was Mustafa. He was like a Persian guy. I was Brazilian, So I would carry my flag, he would carry his, and I would kind of just play second fiddle to him. Like I would back him up or interfere, or if he didn't want to fight, I would run in and fight for him and get beat up. So I was that guy. So didn't really do anything on my own for WXW, but I was getting ring time. I was still, you know, working and stuff like that. So I was happy doing that. Plus they have a really good family atmosphere up there, so it always was like a feel-good time when you went up to WXW. So I'm actually just gonna show you a couple videos from WXW just to show you like what my role really was in WXW. Like when I tell you that I was like a lackey, I was definitely a lackey in that company, but I felt good about it. Like when you look at people in WWE, like Heath Slater, for example. I mean, how many years did it take for Heath Slater to, you know, get the tag team titles with Rhino? It took him years, and he just got beat and beat and beat. And it's guys like that, you know, that'll do the job and be happy, like they're doing their job. Like you don't always have to be a winner to be, you know, to be great, to be decent. Like he's well liked backstage and he's a great asset to the company. And I kind of looked at it in that way. Like I wanted to be good at jobbing. And that was my goal at that point. So I'm also gonna show you what I think was the coolest part about that company was we were gonna interrupt the girl doing the national anthem. And we were gonna come out and do a promo, and Snitsky, if you remember Snitsky, from, I wanna say 2004, 2005, he was the guy that caused Lita to have like a miscarriage with Kane, and then he kicked the baby into the crowd and all that cool stuff. That was really cool. So Persian Empire was me, Mustafa, and there's actually another guy who's in NXT right now who was below, or who was behind a mask as well. And we shared the ring together and we were the Persian Empire. So I'm gonna show you that video as well, and maybe a couple highlights from the match that happened after. But that's where I'm gonna leave it for this week. I'm gonna leave it on a high note, and then we're gonna end it next week with a complete gimmick change. Once I realized that I really did want to do wrestling, and that was my last final push for wrestling. So once again, this is NT Certified. Thank you for watching. As always, please like, comment, subscribe on all my videos. I love to sit in front of this camera and like share my stories with you. It's amazing. So I'll see you all on Thursday. Peace out.
With that being said, how dare you